So Kanye West is not done talking about his divorce, and according to sources, Kim Kardashian is furious with him for what he did to Pete Davidson in his newest music video. Welcome back to the Kempire Daily YouTube channel, where you get daily and consistent hot topics in music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. As always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. I know, happy Saturday. How could we have another Kanye story to talk about? Well, Kanye, being the genius that so many of you Kanye fans call him, and he is. I'm not going to take away from Kanye's talent, but I also can't take away from him being problematic in a lot of different ways. So a lot of you have been reacting to his new Netflix documentary, and I still have not had a chance because that's a lot of parts to watch. But I'm going to watch it because I always love a musical documentary, to be honest with you. I really do. And Kanye will go down as one of our greats. But he probably will also go down as one of our most problematic and most controversial artists. So Kanye took to his social media to share a new poem. I'm going to do a little spoken word. But before we get into that, the last time we talked about Kanye, we were talking about the music video that he did where he mentions Pete Davidson. And in the video, this clay animation video, he buries Pete Davidson, allegedly, I'll say, puts rose seeds in his head, then digs him up, and then you just see flowers outside of his head. Well, Kim Kardashian, according to sources, is reacting to the video, and she is furious with Kanye. I can only imagine. If you've been following all the different videos that we've done on their divorce and everything that Kanye has been doing on social media, then you would understand her frustration. This week alone, she was finally declared legally single by the courts. They are apparently, according to sources, are going to have an informal custody arrangement because Kanye is here, there, and everywhere. Oh, maybe I'm a poet. Let's get into what they're saying about what Kim's reaction to Kanye's newest video. According to sources close to People magazine, they're saying this. She thinks it's way too violent and is upset. She's really upset with Kanye that he do this. She's completely over all of this and she wants it to stop. The source is adding this. Kim's number one concern right now is making sure that her children are protected from the situation because everything plays out in the public eye, and that's very difficult when there are children involved. She's very angry about the violence, and she just feels that it's inappropriate and wrong. So you also may recall when Kim filed her court documents to be declared legally single for like the second time in regards to her divorce, she said this in the court document. She says, I very much desire to be divorced. I have asked Kanye to keep our divorce private, but he has not done so. Kanye has been putting a lot of misinformation regarding our private family matters and co-parenting on social media, which has created emotional distress. I believe the court terminating our marital status will help Kanye to accept that our marital relationship is over and to move forward on a better path, which will assist us in peacefully co-parenting our children. Well, now Kanye is taking to his social media and being the cultural musical icon that you guys refer to him as, he's putting it in poem. So let's do a little spoken word. So he pens this divorce poem and he says this. Divorce, should I put on my Maya Angelou voice? I don't know if I have one. Do I have one? No, I don't. Divorce feels like full-blown COVID. Divorce feels like your doctor don't know ish. Divorce feels like you're walking on glass. Divorce feels like you're running through a glass wall. Divorce feels like you're being bullied in a glass hall. Honestly, if I look back at some of the poetry that I've written over the years, it's definitely better than this musical icon. Anyways. Divorce feels like you're getting beat up in the mall. Divorce, does that happen? Anyway, I'm sorry, guys. I keep digressing. Divorce feels like your hand was burned on the stove. Divorce feels like your soul was dragged over coals. Divorce feels like grandma never got over that cold. Divorce feels like the first play of the Super Bowl and your ankle rolls. Divorce feels like your kids were snatched from your control. Divorce feels like you've been shot and traffic is slow. Divorce feels like heavy breathing. Divorce feels like suffocating, barely breathing. And it continues. We're going to get into everything. Honestly, based on what I've heard, Kanye is not the musical genius when it comes to lyrics. That's more other people writing those things for him. He's more on the production side of the music and the ideas. So maybe that's why. So the poem continues and he says, divorce feels like you're reaching a spiritual beating every evening. Divorce feels like you worked overtime all week and you ain't allowed off for the weekend. Divorce feels like you've got broken into. Divorce feels like you've got broken in 1,000 places. Divorce feels like you've been set on fire for your truth, then labeled a liar. Divorce feels like Michael Myers. Divorce feels like your teeth being pulled with pillars. Divorce feels like slower than paint and dryer. Divorce feels like nails in your hand. Divorce feels walking in on your bride and your best man. Okay, that was clever. Divorce feels like you can't sit or stand. Divorce feels like you can't breathe. Divorce feels like you can't stay or leave. Divorce feels like a funeral, a miscarriage, a broken leg. Divorce feels like you gave everyone away and you don't have the right to have anything to say. Who are you to have an opinion on your own life? You are not you anymore. You're what's left of you. Michael Jackson said it best. You're a vegetable. You're a vegetable. You're the real Cosby, not a Huxtable. That was actually kind of deep. You're a vegetable, as you know, Michael Jackson. You want to be starting something. But the last part, you're like a real Cosby, like the real Bill Cosby. I can't believe we are breaking down poetry on a Saturday. Or even on a pop culture channel. So Michael Jackson reference, you're a vegetable, you're a vegetable. You're the real Cosby. Bill Cosby went to jail, being exposed for being something other than who we grew up with. He says, not a Huxtable, the man that we all viewed. Woo! That was kind of deep. That was kind of deep. Based off what Kanye's saying in this poem, divorce sucks. I know a few people that have been through divorce, and it does suck. And when you get into a marriage, you don't intend for it to end. You don't. And that's why part of the reason people don't want to sign a prenup, because it's sort of like you're foreshadowing the end. Get that prenup, Teresa. I get it, Kanye. You could have kept this poem to yourself, though. It could have been something for your kids. It could have been something for yourself, your journal. But I know there are a lot of people that have been through a divorce, especially on the man's side, that could relate to what Kanye is saying. This is not a divorce that he wanted, but Kanye obviously didn't do what he could to salvage his marriage. Maybe, based on what we have seen. Guys, I want to know how you feel about the poem. Do you blame Kim Kardashian for saying what she's saying according to sources? Let's continue the conversation below. And as always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. Thanks for watching.